Come on in here. Okay. Come on in here. I am hoping you all are getting the notifications. Oh my God, hit that thumbs up button when you come up in the cotton freaking room. Oh my stars. Hey everybody, this is Auntie, and we are going to get into this cotton freaking episode of Iyanla Fix My Life, Season 6. Episode 6, Broken Reality, Trina Braxton. If this is your first time here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. And to all of my nieces and nephews who I adore with everything that is in me. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget that when you come into this room to hit that thumbs up button. That is my way of knowing that you are here. What the foolishness did we just watch? I am going to open up these phone lines so that you all will have an opportunity to call in. This is my first time trying to do this without the assistance of my daughter, and so I am hoping that I am able to do this because I am anxious to hear what you have to say about this show tonight. As you all know, Iyanla Fix My Life is one of the first shows, reality shows that I started reviewing on my channel over a year ago. And this season has not failed to have its number of controversies and all of that stuff. We are up with Iyanla and we down and we don't know whether or not she's doing the right thing and saying the right thing and all that. But tonight we are going to go head on and we are going to talk about Trina Braxton and her husband Gabe with her son Caleb. And I can't remember the other son name. Let me put my glasses on so y'all can give me his name. I am hoping that Sarah is out here. I know that when I came out earlier, people were saying that they were not able. I hate the light how it puts those eyebrows on me. People were saying that they were not able to. Oh, okay, she's here. They were not able to hear me clearly. So I am going live on my phone. If I go down, I'm gonna come back up because we're gonna talk about this. Okay, y'all. Was y'all like? Okay. First of all, let me go and say some highs, okay? Hi, Katie Coco. Hi, Sophie's Paper. Hi, Lena S. Hi, Donna Dixon. Hi, Miss Michelle. Love the tea and the tea. Okay. Love Ed Murray. Hi. Hi, PYT29. Hi, Josie F. Hi, y'all. Hi. That's D1 Makes. I think it is. Hi, sweetie. Um, Let's see who else is out here. Did I say Lena S? Hey, y'all. Hey, Lady Marion. Hey, Lily6227. Hi, Miss Hogs. Hi, Yaya Yvette. Hi, Boo. You ain't been out here in a while. Hi, Auntie City. You my blessings. Love, love. Yes, Booty. I mean, Boo. Boo. I was reading that and looking at Tuxedo at the same time and said, Booty, girl, you know I won't call you no Booty, right? Hi, Rachel Swartz. Hi, sweetie. Okay, hi, Diamond in the Rough. Look, y'all, we gonna go ahead on and get into this episode of Iyanla Fix My Life. Like, this thing started off like off the Richter scale. Trina and Gabe, you know, their relationship has played out on TV. We know that they, you know, were recently divorced from one another for like what, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time or whatever it was. And now we see her, you know, reach out to Iyanla Vanzant, which I'm kind of shocked and surprised that she would do that. Reach out to Iyanla Vanzant to help her understand her friendship with her estranged husband. And I'm thinking to myself, boo, you done started this. You done started this whole thing off wrong. And I'm just like, you know, like for real. like for real. And I'm thinking, what friendship? Allegedly, Gabe had, since I think a dick pic out to some woman that ended up getting exposed, and this stuff was all in the news and all of that kind of stuff. Allegedly, allegedly. And so, Trina was going through a lot of infidelity with him and stuff like that. And we saw that kind of play out on the Braxton's Family Values. And then, we see her, hey, who's that? Hi. And so we see that, kind of play out. And then, her and Gabe, they get married, and then they break up to make up. Break up to make up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. Okay. And so, we see them go through all of the stuff that they went through. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, so why would you go on to Iyanla Vanzan? Well, come to find out, Gabe has been living in her house. Like, what the complete foolishness is going on? And then we see the son, we find out that, he had some kind of surgery. He didn't have anywhere to stay or anybody to take care of him. And so he stays in Trina's house, for 3 days. And then he says after the 3 days, he moved to the back house. And I'm like, okay, if y'all are estranged and y'all are divorced, why are you taking care of this man? She made a comment saying that this is my soulmate that I can't live with. What the foolishness is that? And then we see the son Caleb, who seems to have maybe a little bit of autism. And he's twirling with his fingers, and he's taking his hand and he's going like this, and he's going like that, and then he's got his fingers and he's constantly going like that. And so I'm just like, okay, so is that nervous energy? Is that like a little bit of autism? I don't know. Y'all call in and let me know. I'm sure that you all know more about this than I do. Let me give you the call-in number. I'm going to give you all the call-in number. Okay. The call-in number is 240-624-4520. Again, the number is 240-624-4520. So, Sarah, if you could put that number up. I don't know how to pin it. Let me see if I can pin it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to disconnect y'all. Thank you. So I'm going to be taking some calls from you all. And, like I said, now, this is my first time doing this without my daughter being here. So, if I don't know what I'm doing, don't get mad at me. We will work through this, okay? But, we see Caleb, who says that he absolutely hates him. We find out that, Trina basically wasn't even taking care of the kids, and neither was Gabe. Caleb goes on to talk about how I got my first caller, y'all. So I'm going to, pause for the calls. Let's see if Auntie know how to work this. Hello, caller. You're on with Auntie.
Hi, Auntie.
Oh, my God. I know what I'm doing. Hi, sweetie. I'm like a little kid in a candy shop. Who is this?
This is Yaya Yvette in Tuxedo.
Hey, Yaya Yvette in Tuxedo. Let me make sure I got my...
Hi, Auntie. I'm here.
Can y'all hear Yaya? They saying yes. Okay. So, Yaya, what did you think about this episode, girl?
I thought this episode was crazy. I didn't think all that drama was going on with the Braxtons, but I was wrong.
Oh, my God. Like, but you know what, Yaya? I can believe it. Let me tell you why I can believe it. I can believe it because we've seen the mother's bitterness play out on television. We've seen how the mother won't even be in the same room with the father. So I can believe that, because you emulate what you see. And that's what Trina ended up doing, and that's what Iyanla told her. It wasn't until Iyanla told her, your
Yeah.
mother has taught you to be a bitter woman, that we saw a breakdown in Trina and some acknowledgement. What you think?
Right, and I would think that with the break that they all had, that they would have enough sense maybe to want the drama to go away or to work on it. But I can't believe this episode. This is cray cray, Auntie.
It was crazy. I mean, I was living for it though. Was you living for it?
I was too. I was in there. They had my attention the whole time.
Okay, me too. Oh
Well,
my.
this is crazy, but I'm so glad I finally got to talk to you. I'm sending you many, many blessings from Florida, and I'm going to let another cousin talk to you because I don't want to take up all the time, but thank you.
Thank you, Yaya. I love you to pieces.
Love you, sending you blessings, Auntie.
Okay, bye. Oh my God, I love this. It's amazing because we have seen, the Braxtons, singing. We've seen Toni Braxton. I really love Toni Braxton when she came out. I remember taking my auntie to her concert when she was here like years ago at the Capitol Center. We've always loved the Braxtons, and we've seen this show, and they had this persona that everything was okay and everything was wonderful, and we are family, that type of thing. And then we've starting to see the breakdown with Tamar, going through the things that she's gone through, with Vince, and the mom coming on every network and every radio station and every television broadcast that would allow her to talk about, the demise or the abuse, the alleged abuse that was coming from Vincent the Herbert and her daughter. And now, they're back. A lot of people thought that Tamar was doing this for, publicity and stuff like that. But what is Trina's reason for doing this? I think that we're starting to really see the breakdown of the family. One thing about it, you can't hide things for a long time. After a while, those things start to, come to fruition and stuff like that. Whatever goes on in the darkness will absolutely soon come to light. And I am just like, okay, I, I gotta call. Hello, you're on with Auntie. Hello, caller, you're on with Auntie.
Hi, Auntie. It's Cynthia Drake.
Oh, oh my God, y'all are like celebrities. Hi.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you too. Hi, I'm like blushing. Hi, Cynthia.
And hi, cousins.
Hi, cousins.
Michelle, Josie, Gracie, Sarah, Nessa G, everybody. I know I'm forgetting names. I'm old.
That is okay. It is so wonderful to hear your voice. Oh my God. What did you think about this episode?
I didn't get to watch it because I don't get the channel.
Oh, okay. Where do you
So
live?
I live in Meriden, Connecticut. I just
Okay.
don't have it on my cable.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have
Yeah,
to
I
see if
don't
we can
have
get
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see if we can work that out. You know what I'm saying? Get you some cable.
Just give you a shout out and all the beautiful blessings that you deserve, and just love you. I just don't know what to talk about but that.
That's enough. Thank you so much for calling. I love you too. You are such a blessing. And like, I feel like celebrities are calling in. Like, you all are so important to me. You're my life. You're my family. And so when I get to hear y'all voices and connect with you all, like, I'm going to go to sleep tonight. Probably in the bed like, Sleep all night with my just grinning from ear to ear. Thank you so much for calling in, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
I love you.
And happy Easter to everybody.
Yeah,
Resurrection Day.
and the same to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like I have got to get myself together. Like my cheeks are hurting. I'm smiling so hard. But anyway, so yeah, y'all call in because I definitely want to hear what you all have to say. And even if you didn't watch the show, call in and say hi to your auntie anyway. Y'all know I love y'all to pieces. So we saw it really kind of affected me. How Caleb, basically was like, I don't have a relationship with Gabe at all, and I basically hate him. And when Iyanla was first talking with Trina and Gabe, just kind of um setting up the scene for us, she said, I really was apprehensive about doing this because I don't want to do television. And she told Trina, I know that you all are used to doing television, you're used to this reality thing. And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to sit here and do TV with you. And because she really wanted them to put the work in. And I think that when Trina first sat down, I think that she was prepared to do television. You could see it, in her body language and everything. But one thing, about it is that Iyanla was serious. She was out there to play some hardball today, and she wasn't going to take any prisoners from her or from Gabe. It was really astounding to see that Gabe felt like he had given the son nothing. That, when Iyanla asked him, what have you taught him? And he said nothing. She said, have you ever really sat down and had a conversation with, this Caleb and really, guided him? And he said no. And then, Trina turns around and says, wait a minute, I want to go back to that. I don't think that he was right in what he said. What he said to Iyanla was exactly how he felt. Because you know what? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And Iyanla was like, the man sat here in my face and told me, exactly what he meant. And then, Gabe, they kind of partnered up and tried to tag team. And that's when Gabe started saying, well, I don't believe that you have to specifically teach anybody anything in order for them to learn. Well, I'm afraid that I don't agree with that. Children go to school from age 3 on up. They go to high school, some go to college, and they take advanced studies and everything else. So how can you feel like you don't need to specifically teach anybody anything in order for them to learn in life? And Iyanla, he said, I believe that children can learn from what they have seen. And Iyanla said, well, guess what he's seen and what he's learned? He's learned how to be, a nothing man, a dishonorable man, a man who has multiple relationships, who is not true, who doesn't walk in integrity and doesn't have good character. And and so Gabe, basically was like, well, it wasn't my job to do that. It was his biological father's job. But if you've been in this child's life, living in a home with this child since they were at 2, then why do you think that you are exempt? I don't understand how you're the man that's in the household, but you feel like his biological dad was the one that was responsible for taking care of him and the one for guiding him and nurturing him. When you're you weren't the absent father, you were the present father. And so for you to to just shun your responsibilities away because you basically felt like it was the dad's responsibility to take care of him was just a sorry excuse. But you know what he said, that he felt like that Caleb really did not need any love from him. And Iyanla asked him, so is that why you didn't give it to him? This was really a sad episode because, when you look at the lives of many children, they are without love and without guidance, and you never really know why. Everybody's not going to have an opportunity to talk with a therapist or to talk with a Iyanla Von Zant. But, I'm hoping that people will be able to learn different things from watching this particular episode. It's amazing to me how Trina allowed this man to be absent, because see, we discovered that she was on the road and he was at a table, basically at his computer table, I guess, working. And these kids raised themselves. The older brother said that, they raised themselves and they had friends over. And how do you do that to kids? There's so many different ways to abuse your children. A lot of people think that physical abuse and stuff like that is the only way that a child can be abused, but they can be abused mentally, emotionally, socially, and everything, spiritually. And it just seems like these kids didn't get anything that they really needed in order to be successful in life. I'm really curious about what it is that they're doing in their lives. Don't forget that I am taking your calls. And the phone number is 240-624-4520. Don't be shy. Call all in. Okay, again, that number is 240-624-4520, because I really want to hear what you all have to say. A lot of times I'm the one that's out here talking, but guess what? Tonight, we're going to go ahead on and talk together. So call in with your views. Your views won't be wrong. Nobody's right or wrong. Your opinion is just as valid as my opinion is, about what we just witnessed. And, my heart goes out to them. I noticed that at the end that Iyanla did not put any updates on there. And Trina, we could see that she really was trying to protect her image and trying to protect the image of her family. And that has got to be really a hard thing where you can't be true and you can't walk into the room authentically. And Iyanla talked about, being authentic and being who you are, and her trying to protect the family. Because, like I said earlier, when she began to talk about the mother, when she began to talk about her bitter mother, or that her mother taught her how to be a bitter woman, Trina shook her head and started crying because she didn't want to admit that. But one of the most shocking things in this was that there was a conversation that took place between Iyanla and Gabe. Based on the information and just based on the body language and everything, Iyanla saw that Gabe was an abused man. She went up to the room. She didn't have. Oh, okay. I gotta call her. Hello, you're on with Auntie.
Is we live?
Is we live, whore? Whore, is we
Is we
live?
live?
Hi, boo.
Hey, Lou, I guess I don't need to give an introduction, do I?
Everybody know it's cousin Sarah.
Dear big cousin Sarah. Yeah, I'm going to
Talk up
be,
louder. Oh, wait a minute, I'm
I
frozen.
said,
Hold on. Wait a minute, I'm frozen. Let me see if it'll unfreeze. Because I might have to just come on back out here. Wait a minute.
your picture's frozen, but we can hear you though.
Okay, okay. Go ahead. Tell me when you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear my voice and stuff. So,
Okay.
hey, Miss Michelle. Um, I'm gonna weigh in because I have been with my husband since my son was 4. Um, and I was married to my son's father before I got with my husband. And like I said, he's been in my life since I was 4. But my son would see see his father on a regular basis. Um, and he was in a relationship with somebody else. And, that he would go over there to his father. came into our relationship, he took on the responsibility of being my son's father. Here, he understood that he had his own father, but in this home, he took on the role of being his father. And he raised my son as if he was his son. When we had our own child separately, he didn't treat my son any different than he treated our daughter.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful.
came a point where my son's father kind of strayed away from him and became an absent father, I guess. And my my husband was still there for him just as strong, and my son called him dad. There was no difference in the relationship. Even to this day, my son is 20 years old and still calls my husband Pop. He doesn't call him Daddy anymore, but he calls him Pop. So, it's all about what you have going on in your household. And I think Trina allowed the way that things went in her household. She allowed that to happen.
True.
She knew before she married that man what the relationship was with her children.
True.
And she shouldn't, if she saw that there was not a good relationship, then maybe she should have picked a different man.
And I think she
Because
didn't
you
really know what to. I think she really didn't know what to do, because she kind of admitted she didn't go into details, and Iyanla gave her grace on that. But she really watched her mother and father have uh, a tumultuous relationship.
absolutely. I mean, we all know that her father was a big time cheater. I mean, there's no secret about that. And her
Yeah.
mother kind of tried to hide it, to try to stick it out, and finally, her father got to the point one day where he just left, or the case may be. And like you said, when Iyanla brought that up, her whole demeanor changed.
It did.
And she knows that it was true. She knew it was the truth. When it came out of Iyanla's mouth, I knew it was the truth. It's not even about it. I mean, she hit that nail right square on the head. So we all, and I think that once, she wanted to be the man, the woman, and everything else in that relationship.
So how did you
And
feel about when how did you what's your take on when Iyanla exposed that Trina was abusing Gabe? How did you what was your take on that?
I wasn't surprised. I think I knew that already just from watching them in the past, watching the Braxtons in the past.
Talk up, talk you gotta
Um,
speak louder.
I said I wasn't surprised by that at all. I said I think I realized that from watching the Braxtons in the past. Um, I kind of got that feeling from them before. So that really didn't surprise me at all. I think it was. I actually thought it was on both ends from watching the Braxtons, but they didn't get into that on Iyanla tonight, so that was kind of surprising.
Yeah, I think that, like I was saying, I think that she really gave them a lot of grace that she doesn't give to a lot of other people. And, I think that they probably signed some type of agreement where they would not go in doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love you,
Yeah, yeah,
PYT.
she did. Oh, hey PYT, congratulations. But yeah, she definitely took it easy on us. I
She
think
did.
that if it were another family, she would have dug so deep into. She was
Their
very easy
doo-doo.
on those kids. Yeah, she was very easy on those kids, on those boys. Like she let those boys, especially the younger one, she let him get away with a lot.
Oh,
A
yes,
lot
she
of
did.
I
Oh,
don't
yes, she
know,
did.
I don't knows, and shoulder shrugging. Like boy, she would have been over there with her hand on the forehead and standing behind him and breathe and let it out and pull it down from down deep and what's in your soul. or she would have been all up his ass.
She
If
sure
it
would
was
have.
Iyanla Braxton.
And you know what?
I don't.
It's amazing because even though he was calm and he said what he said, well, you know what? I ain't even gonna go there. I swear, I'm just not even gonna go there about Kamaya, and because some of the stuff that he was saying, I felt like was disrespectful. But you know, because he was soft
Mm-hmm.
spoken and he was twiddling his fingers the whole time, you know, people gonna see it differently.
He was unbothered.
He was
He
totally
didn't want to be
nonchalant
bothered.
and just like she said, dead from the neck down.
Yeah, he didn't want to be bothered. And it's funny because they were saying, "Oh, well, he's been in my life since he was 2," but we have to realize he's 19 and the other boy is 22. Okay, so that means the other boy was only 5. That's still very young.
Right.
Why are we addressing that issue? You really they were making it kind of seem like he was much older. Well, 5 is still very young.
It's
That's like
very
when I think
young.
about my son. Yeah, when I think about my son only being 4, uh, that's not 5 ain't that off.
It
So
sure
why
isn't.
weren't they talking about that either? Like he just kept saying, "Oh, well, you were 2, you were 2, you were 2." Okay, but he was 5. So why weren't they talking about the same kind of things? I think they kind of focused more on him and his age instead of they didn't do the same thing with the older one.
Exactly. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to continue this call. I'm going to end this broadcast because everybody's asking me why am I frozen and I can't seem to unfreeze myself.
Yeah,
So as soon as I come back on, I need you to call in. Make sure everybody has the call in number while I get reset.
okay. I will post the call in number, everybody, and we will see you here in the 2 and 2.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.